Did you know there are close to 100 children right now here in Northeast Florida that currently need loving adoptive homes? And that November is National Adoption Month, which many don't realize was created specifically to raise awareness about the adoption of youth from foster care. To tell us more is Bob Rooks, Director of Florida's Adoption Information Center here at Daniel. And Bob, thanks for coming in this morning.
Oh, thank you. Good morning, Jason.
The numbers you just gave me are staggering. You got so many calls last year, 14,000?
We had over 14,000 calls at the Adoption Information Center. That's the 1-800-96-ADOPT number. We're the state's adoption referral and information service. So people interested in adopting, and they're interested in adopting those children from foster care, those almost 100 children that you were talking about, they would call the 1-800-96-ADOPT number. We'll let them know, talk a little bit about the process, what they can expect along the way, and then get them connected to those good folks that'll be most helpful to them.
That tells you that the interest is out there. I mean, certainly there's...
Absolutely.
Demand, I guess, is the right word.
But the demand is there, too. I mean, even though Florida has been wonderful as far as adoption goes, like since January of 2007, over 12,000 children adopted from foster care. But there's still a need, and that need's not going to go away. So can you imagine, we've got 100 kids that are truly in limbo. They're in foster care. They're being taken care of, but they need a family.
And a lot of these kids come from, sad backgrounds.
Yes,
abusive families, a lot of the situations. How does that affect the process?
Well, the kids have all been through some pretty tough times.
Sure. Yeah.
And their birth families at this point are out of the picture, long out of the picture in many cases. But, with a good, loving, stable family, these kids do fine. Most of them are just regular kids. They just need a good, loving, stable family.
Yeah, they need stability.
Right.
Right. And what age groups are we talking about here?
Well, the majority of the kids are actually school age, meaning above the age of 6. And they're, these are the kids that have been abandoned, abused, or neglected that we're actively seeking families for. And families actually, need kids. They need, so the reason that any of us adopt is to enrich our family.
Absolutely.
And that's what we encourage folks to do, enrich your family.
What are some of the misconceptions? I know a lot of couples need lawyers, right, for this process?
Not necessarily.
They go to, some do get lawyers.
Some go, there's two ways to adopt a child.
Okay.
And that's either through an agency like Daniel or through an attorney. Typically, the attorneys are doing the infant adoptions, the newborns, and that's one of the misconceptions. Like, people think $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 to adopt a child, and that is true for a baby. But for the kids in foster care, there's no cost.
Oh, okay.
And I'm saying that easily. Not only isn't there a cost, for most of the kids, there's even assistance available. Financial, like right now, our financial assistance runs $5,000 a year until the child turns 18. Medical, most of the kids are on Medicaid. That typically continues after the adoption, and even college tuition.
Do you find there's a lot of misconceptions about...
Oh, yeah, there are. I mean, I think the cost is one, that the process is so arduous as not to be doable, and it's not.
How long does the process take,
Typically, to adopt a child from foster care, from the time you start the process to the time a child's able to join a family is running 6 to 9 months.
Okay.
So it's real doable. Process-wise, here's, if we have another minute or so, is that they start with a training.
About 30 seconds.
That we call MAP training, which is like a 30-hour class, like an evening a week kind of thing. Once they get through the MAP training, then we do the home study, and that's what really qualifies the family to adopt. They'll do the criminal records checks, abuse registry checks. They're going to come out to look at the home and make sure it's a good environment for
Bob,
the
thank you so much. Out of time.
Well,
thank you so much
you
for coming on.
Jason. Appreciate it.
Next hour, the morning show starts in about 1 minute. See you soon.